All right, we are hitting hard this morning. If the gang stalkers can't be outside because they're spotted and it's documented, then they hit with financial abuse. And here is what happened. Now, I recorded this all by phone as I thought of this in the moment, because as I start up my YouTube live video, it takes me a little time to get a title headed and all this. So sometimes it's just easier to grab my phone and record a quick audio. So I'm going to play this for you as I'm trying to shuffle and get ready this morning to get out the door. But just in order to kind of recap what this is all about, before I play the video, this is, and I apologize, I'm in a hurry this morning. It's December 31st, 24. What a way to go out with a bang, huh? The targeted financial crimes that I've mentioned in, many of my videos on my channel. These people are sending 1 a.m. bank messages last night. And I kind of explain what happens in this audio here, this little video that I had recorded this morning on my phone. Transactions are going backwards in and out of the account. Again, I'm apologizing because I'm in a hurry. I'm actually needing to get out the door. Don't have time to make a video. But while this is fresh in my head and before it escapes my skull, via the technology abuse, that's already in some of my videos too. These transactions are coming in and out of order, and then they have a ghosting effect. They disappear and reappear. And it's not making any sense whenever you go to add it up, because something seems to be criminally done in my banking to cause anxiety, fear, all sorts of other emotions to go along with the other perpetrated acts of stalking and harassment and everything else. Now, one of the other things is I was going to talk about credit. So I have been able to find companies that are not doing return crediting correctly and have actually caused debt issues and financial abuses that way because they are wrongfully not crediting accounts back properly. So I'm seeing this happening as well. And if you are, or if this is something that throws a big red flag up in your face to you, please advise that I'm seeing this happening, and there's a trend. Again, you can go back to some of my earlier videos. I'm not sure which one's offhand. There's 100 plus videos on here that have just been coughed up in the past couple months. So you can go back, you can look through those, and you can kind of find it. It should be under the same type of title. Now, here, I'm going to play this for you because I really need to get out the door this morning. So here's this. So I'm trying to make time for a workout, which is one of the things that the gang stalkers and the perpetrators are, which they're pretty much the same thing, are trying to, sorry, my mind is in 100 places right now. I've got a lot to do. And this is what they do. They try to shut this down. Anyways, I had one of my kids back in the floors last night, and I can see some dirt marks at the door, like somebody had brought some dried up dirt on the bottom of their shoes in, which is interesting because we had just cleaned this last night, vacuumed it last evening, and that's not the reason for the video. The reason for the video is because last night I had deposited a check, and this is what I've been reporting in my previous videos. If you check out my channel, you'll see that I've talked about financial abuse. And one of the things that they're doing is, so the total that I had in my account, before all the transactions, which is interesting, it took 5 days for a load of transactions to hard post into my account. And there's still a few that haven't yet. But what's interesting is I went to deposit a check last evening, and it was before the 8 o'clock cutoff time, but it was in the evening after 6. check went through, but this was $114 check, okay? And they put a $15 adjustment on it where they were saying they were taking that out of my account. It hard posted as 114, so whatever the change was. And what's interesting is I got a notification at like 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:11 or something in the morning, where I had a charge of like $5 and something, which I found out was actually true. When I looked at my account, I realized what it was for. But the interesting thing is, we're still back at the same number that I had seen yesterday. Before, now all the transactions were already through, so there was no other spending other than that $5 and something amount. Yet, what's interesting is the number was still the same even after I had deposited the $115 check. So I should have been upward of that amount, and I'm below that. So somewhere, somebody's stealing money. It's like a ghosting, glitching thing that's happening to my computer. And I've noticed this is happening, but I have to kind of almost catch them in their act, if you will. But I'm noticing this pattern is happening. So I just have to find a time today to sit down and do the math. But if anybody else is having any other kind of issues similar to this with financial abuse and criminal networking and crime, please report it in the comments, or give me some sort of information to go off of, because the way these people hit you is round the clock, full blown, psychological, emotional warfare, financial warfare, whatever they can do to shut you down, which of course this is cutting into my workout time this morning. Then I need to get ready and get my kids taken care of and get off to work, and there's a lot that happens in a day, but this is done on purpose to stop a person from doing their good works. Okay, so sorry for the rush this morning. I'm in a hurry. I got to run the blow dryer. I need to run and keep moving forward out there. And thanks for listening.